Hello and welcome back. I'm General Antares and this is Victoria 2 as Japan. Well, on our way to westernization, just one more reform. Yes, the Chinese Empire can annex all these different states. So, once we get westernized, we're gonna move on conquering some of that stuff. Economy seems to be doing well. Oh, UK got involved. That's interesting. Usually they have a bunch of troops in India. And they just annexed them. Whoa, when did that happen? Dynam going kind of crazy over there. No, I don't want to be allied with you, Manchuria. I'm going to conquer you. Well, after I get you out of the Russian sphere anyway. Which, usually when you westernize as Japan, you pretty quickly become a great power. For no other reason than you have the huge military score. Venezuela and Colombia. Venezuela's trying to get Western Colombia. I think that's No, that's Maracaibo. Which one's Antioquia? I don't know how to pronounce that word. Oh no, Venezuela with Colombia. Yeah, no, I was right. It's this thing. Come on, US. You should at least grab like Sonora or something. I'm just gonna sit there for the rest of the game. They might get involved on the Great Wars. Hey, look. Britain's conquering things. Yay, Britain! Keep those stupid Chinese down. Man, I'm making a lot of money. Don't know why, but not gonna complain. See how our... Yeah. Only got about 1,000 research points to go. Portugal is worried about Oman. Humiliate the Russian Empire. That would be nice, but I don't think we could win. Not till we westernize, anyway. Actually a little more powerful than us. Huh. How did they get in there? Doesn't really seem to be working out for them. That'd be really funny if China, like, dismantled the UK or something. Hey, our naval bases are starting to finish. That's cool. Stockpile the tea. Had no problems with militancy this game. I remember having problems with it in the past. Okay. Thessalia. Nice. Greece got Thessalia off of the Ottomans because nobody backed them, I think. That's funny. You can. It's funny when you're a great power. It's not funny when you're not a great power, but you can kind of troll and like wait until the last minute till like everybody's not supported the power that's trying to keep their territory, and then you just back the other one just immediately. The Greeks get it. It's pretty funny. Ah! Westernize! Wagons west! Release Korea? No. So this will change our tech to more army research, less navy research, less culture research. I say no. Stupid Koreans trying to get there. So this is what I was talking about earlier in one of the other videos, that you have political and social reforms. So right now we're an absolute monarchy, which means that upper house is appointed by a leader of the country. So I think what this means is that the upper house is their ideology is determined by the ideology of the rich. So the rich are 13% reactionary, 63% conservative, so on and so forth. And then I guess we could have set this if we wanted to, but I want to be the one. One of the things that you deal with as an Eastern power is emigration as opposed to immigration. And if you get these reforms, it gives you immigrant attraction, and I think that helps stop that. You also get a bunch for doing these too. We won't really do this until the socialists show up in 70, 80, I can't remember exactly when. Anyway, we have another national focus. So we'll put that to clergy in Chubu. And first thing we're going to do is idealism to get those extra research points. Okay. So now we can build artillery, which we will totally do. Let's see. I need 16, 28 artillery. Okay. Yeah. And now we wait. So now that we have this huge surplus for reasons passing understanding, let's lower taxes. Why do I have so much money? I don't know. People are... I guess we're importing a lot of things, is what that is. Pluralism. Alright, well, I'll explain the different things when it comes up. So skipping past them like that. To remember, I'm not playing single player. Did I get railroads? No, did not. I don't know why I just selected that. It's not what I meant to do. Keep watching this because it's actually going up pretty quickly since we have the high education funding. So we want more liberals so we can get the, yeah, the reforms. One complete battalion. More like just army. Khazars, we don't want Khazars. Okay, so to explain, cavalry suck. I don't know, you don't want cavalry. So you have three different types of modern cavalry. You have dragoons, who are basically just mounted infantry. Slightly less defense, but more maneuver and more max speed. So, and eventually, you know, you get upgrades and these guys get better. Right now, they're not really better than infantry, other than that they have the maneuver and the reconnaissance. Reconnaissance is important for sieges. I don't really know what maneuver is for. Khazars are really good in the beginning. They fall off later. They're also really expensive. They have that 6 attack, 4 defense. So, you know, kind of like tanks later. Obviously. So the attack values and everything are really high. But that's because you get them at the end of the game when you've already gotten a bunch of... So it'll be more balanced later. I usually go with Hussars. Basically, my composition is 4 infantry, 4 artillery, or no, 4 infantry, 5 artillery, yes. 4 artillery, 4 artillery, an engineer, and a hussar. So you need 2 reconnaissance to get max recon for an army of that size. And then this gives you siege and support. And then, obviously, these gives you support. So basically, you have your front line of 4 infantry and a hussar, and the back line of 4 artillery and an engineer. I'm not so up on the mechanics that I can explain why that works. It's just what I've always done, and I got it off of Reddit a long time ago. It usually works for me. Sometimes you can put in like guards. They're good on the offense. Usually at the end of the game, I'll use like guards and airplanes and tanks for my offensive armies, but right now we don't have... I guess technically we could have that many troops, so we'd like just form front lines and stuff and cycle. Cycling, which we'll get to do probably next time. Oh, there's Hussars. It's basically you have an army fighting, you have an army behind it, or you have 2 armies fighting, you have 1 behind, I think, is how it's supposed to work. I've never really done it. But basically, what happens is you're fighting, you take one of the armies out, and you put one of the armies in, and you just sort of cycle like that on and on and on until the enemy's dead, or you're dead. It's a little overpowered, because the AI doesn't do it. Even though that is basically what they did in real life. Dragoons. We'll deal with that once I get all these artillery done. I keep selecting things when I click the ocean. What are you doing, game? And see, we're 7th, which means so when the month is done, or when the year is done, we will become a great power, unless we already became... Nope, say it's secondary. We will supplant. Who will we be supplanting? Belgium. Belgium won't be a great power anymore. How's that war going, UK? Not very well. That's kind of hilarious. You're getting beaten by an unciv. Okay, UK. What are your negative 10%? Yeah, because they can't occupy the UK proper, obviously. It's kind of a long haul. Oh, right. Ottoman Empire in Egypt. Ottomans are beating the crud out of Egyptians again. And that should be the last for the artillery. Okay. Plurality. So plurality is we pull up. Where is that modifier? It's politics. Yeah. So basically, it's basically the population's desire to, you know, get political reforms and stuff. Revanchism is if people take territory from you and you want it back, essentially. I think that affects like your. I'm not exactly sure what revanchism does. Probably raises militancy or something. Makes people more likely to be jingoistic. Oh yeah, I should explain that part. So you have these different policies. That's what they're. I could not remember what they were called. Policies. So you have trade policy, which is between protectionism and free trade. There's literally no reason, gameplay-wise, to go anything but protectionism, because you want to be able to have tariffs, and if you do free trade, you can't do tariffs. Obviously, our entire economy is founded on tariffs, so we want to be able to do that. So we want protectionism. Economic policy. There's 4 different types. There's what is it called? Not state capitalism. It's planned economy. Planned economy is you build everything, railroads, factories, all that stuff, as far as in the industrial side of the game goes. And I'm pretty sure the capitalists can't do it at all. If they can, they can't do very much. State capitalism is you can build everything, and the capitalists can build things. Interventionism, which I don't even think we have a party for that. Interventionism is you can upgrade factories, but you can no longer build them. And the capitalists do most of that. And then there's, you know, laissez-faire, which is the capitalists do everything and you don't have control over anything. Basically, the advantage of not having control is that they get, what is it? They get there's increased factory output, and factory output cost is 30%, 60%. Basically, it's easier for them to open factories, and they do more. But you have no control, which really sucks, because they'll, you know, build clipper ship factories. Clipper ships being wooden ships in like 1936. They'll be like, yeah, let's build clipper ships. It's like, no one's even using this, guys. What are you doing? Although I think the beta patch may have fixed that, but that's one of the things they used to do, and they do, you know, stupid stuff like that, and they don't really care about. So one of the things too is you build factories in states, and you have the different resources like tobacco. Doesn't really go into that, but like grain and fishes and silk. And if you have those in the province, like if I build a luxury clothes factory, it gets a bonus because there's silk in the province, and capitalists don't really care about that because they're idiots. I tend to like state capitalism or interventionism. Once I've gotten enough, once I've built a bunch of stuff and I don't really care too much what the capitalists do, interventionism is great because I still like to be able to upgrade stuff, so I'll do it quicker than they will. Also the other big thing is interventionism. You can put in place subsidies so the factories don't close because they run out of money because you're subsidizing them, and so that's really good. I just really hate laissez-faire. It's dumb. Anyway, and then religious policy. Religious policy doesn't really do anything. There's 4 different kinds. There's moralism, secular. No, I'm skipping one. I think it's moralism, pluralism, secular. It's not secular. Or is it secular? It's called something else. We don't have a party that has it. It's like secular something. And then atheism. As far as I can tell, it doesn't really do anything other than, if you pick atheism, it pisses off the moralists and vice versa. Citizenship policy, you have, what is it? Residency, limited citizenship, and full citizenship. And basically residency is only primary culture, pops get vote. Limited is accepted, can also vote. And then full citizenship is everybody gets vote. And then you have a higher assimilation rate to your culture when you have full citizenship and limited citizenship than when you residency. And I like having full citizenship. People tend to get a bit pissed off if you don't have full citizenship. So, yeah. And you have war policy, which goes from pacifist to anti-military to pro-military to jingoism. Basically, jingoism was always the best. Because it lets you do more. Once you get into like anti-military and pacifism, it'll limit your military spending to like 75% for anti and 50%, I think, for pacifism. Although I know one of Japan's, I like to go socialist with Japan, and their socialist party is anti-military, which kind of sucks, but oh well. We'll have a huge military by the time we get to that. So yeah, those are the different policies that you have in the game. Can't remember why I was explaining that, because it took so long to explain now. Hey! We're a great power! Awesome. So now we got stuff to do. So, now, I need to do this stuff. So, we want Manchuria, because we need to get them out of their sphere. And Guangxi. More preventing, let's see. They are neutral with Great Britain. That's it. So we're just sort of defensively doing that. I want to conquer you. They're friendly with the US. Definitely want to conquer you. That's a lot of land. And Luang Prabang. Basically, I'm picking these sort of offensively. And Siam. And Burma. And then we'll probably want to beat up China proper and take its things too, some of them. We'll want Johor and Brunei and Bali, because why not? Even though it's super tiny. Okay. Yeah, wow, they're civilized. I wonder if that keeps them from getting annexed by the United States. We will find out. Just for fun. Screw you, US. It is kind of like, if you can keep the US from getting Hawaii, then you basically get all this stuff. Okay. That is the extent of places I would like to own here. I'll probably go after some of this stuff too, but that's really all I want to spend my influence points on right now. I don't want to spend myself too thin, which I may already have done. That's a good start. So we have these. Yeah. So that's what we'll do for that. Okay, so now I think what can I justify for you? I can only demand concessions because you're huge. But I need to get you out of friendly with US because they can they can intervene if they're in the sphere and if they're at friendly status. And they absolutely will. So gotta deal with that. We can go after Brunei. Protectorates are gonna cost 10 infamy. They're neutral with everybody. That's kind of surprising. But that does give me a border with the UK, which is not too great. This would be nice though. Or I could, you know, go straight for Yemen. But I kind of want to have like a port over here before I do that. So I think I will grab Brunei first. Or Guangxi didn't have anybody. No relations. No, we can just decrease the relations. Yeah, we can beat up Guangxi for its stuff. Take some concessions. We're gonna get quite a few concessions from them. Yeah, I think that would be a good idea. So let's decrease relations. Then we'll be able to, on 26, we'll be able to fix that stuff. Alright. Okay, now we need Hussars. Three Korean Hussars, then we need 2 more for Korea, and 3 for Japan. And when I'm invading Guangxi, I will probably take my entire military. That's on here. I need to keep these guys here to keep Russia from being stupid. Getting any ideas? Yeah. Okay, so with the influence thing, so you have this side of it is the influence part. So you have the neutral. What the heck was the one above? Is it cordial? I think it's cordial. Neutral, cordial, friendly, and then in sphere. So it costs 50 influence points to get up to cordial, and then another 50 to get up to friendly, and then 100 to remove them from somebody's sphere, and also place them in your sphere. So basically, it'll take 100 to get them to friendly, and then another 100 to remove them from the Russian sphere, and another 100 to put them in ours. You can also spend 50 to decrease somebody else's opinion, as long as you are at the same level or lower, or higher, not lower. There's also I've disliked and hated. I don't think it's disliked, but that's basically what it is. So basically, what we'll have to do is get up to friendly, remove them from sphere, move them down to like disliked or something. Also, frickin' Spain is doing stuff here. Spain usually drops out of great power status though, so probably won't have to worry about them for too terribly long. And then you have these 3 different things: discredit, expel, advisors, ban agency. So discredit makes it hard. I mean, it literally just says it right there, making it harder for them to influence the country for a certain amount of time. Removes all influence, and then removes all influence and prevents them from doing anything for a year. Typically, we might do this once we get them down to like neutral or something. ban them, and then put them on our sphere. We'll just sort of decrease everybody to nothing. But that's way in the future, and also they have a huge advantage right now. I probably won't be able to do it until we got some influence text to give us more influence. Hey, more plurality. Plurality. I have a really hard time saying that word. Oh yeah, you know, I went through this whole explanation of, alright, this is what this thing does, and I need to actually build some factories. Since we have all this money, may as well go through and do that. And actually, this episode has been going a little long, so I'm going to cut here, and then we'll do that next episode. We'll build a bunch of factories. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.